Me and spinal cord injury. Before my spinal cord injury, I used to enjoy life like everyone else, and I had activities that I liked to do, like mountain biking and paintballing. And I actually loved taking vacations to the beach with my family whenever possible. I love spending time with my family. According to the National Institute of Health and National Library of Medicine, and the other websites like disabledworld.com and Ohio State University Medical Center, they say that there are many reasons for spinal cord injuries, such as falls, car accidents, and sport injuries. My mountain bike accident caused my paralysis, and according to disabledworld.com, there are 33 vertebral bodies that are stacked up one on top of the other that make the spine, which protect the spinal cord. Depending on where on the spinal cord the injury is, will determine how much of the body is affected. Anything from the first to the eighth vertebrae on the top of the spine will cause 4 limbs to be affected, where anything under that will be 2 or 3 limbs, which is either tetraplegic or paraplegia. The spinal cord is like a highway sending information from the brain to the nerves, and so the spinal cord has 4 different sections of nerves, which is the first, between the first and the eighth vertebrae, affects, or is called the cervical nerves, which affects the head all the way to the hands, arms, and the fingertips. The next 12, which is the thoracic nerves, affect anything from the chest to the abdominal area, and the lumbar affects the legs, and the sacral nerves affect the bowel, bladder, and sexual functions. I had a C3 and C4 injury, which caused a lot of my from my neck down to be paralyzed, which meant that I could not feed myself. I could not do anything for myself. I had to have help with everything. I couldn't even go to the bathroom on my own. But through a lot of knowledge from the medical field, the doctors, nurses, and physical therapists were able to help me recover as much as possible, to be able to eat again and feed myself again, eventually sit so I could learn to stand, and so I could learn to walk, and eventually be able to become mobile enough to do other activities. I finally graduated to be able to do some outdoor activities, which meant that I was on my way to becoming independent. I was looking forward to being able to do things like swim again and take vacations with my family, which eventually I was able to leave the hospital and do all these things. I even was able to do target practicing with a gun, which nobody wanted me to take because they were afraid of me hurting myself, but I was able to do it. I also took long walks again, and my goal was eventually to get back on the horse that I fell off, which was my bike. And even though I have not taken a trip yet or taken a long trail yet, I have been able to get back on my bike and to do a ride around my street. So just because you have something like SCI, as long as it's incomplete, you may be able to recover from it, and maybe eventually completely recover, which would be great. What doesn't kill you does make you stronger.